Alright guys, the DRs are out of the way. Next up on the list are going to be the PR ships. The first one we'll be talking about is Kansas from the Eagle Union faction. So, what's Kansas got in her kit? Let's go ahead and find out. At 125, we'll say 125 for this. The stats are going to be 8,886 health, 449 firepower, 0 torpedo, 0 aviation, 405 on the anti-air, 147 on the reload, 32 evasion, heavy armor, 23 speed, 68 on the hits, and 16 on the oil cost. So if I'm not mistaken, there's like a little bit of a creep right there for firepower. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's pretty high for a battleship that's SSR. I could be wrong though. I gotta double check. Let's see. My Monarch right now is Ring. She's 457. Georgia was 447. Okay, never mind. I lied. That's about average, I'd say. But the anti-air is very high, though. 405 anti-air is a lot for a battleship. That's basically like what you expect from an Eagle Union battleship right there. I think Georgia has similar stats. Yeah, 445 firepower and 418 on the anti-air right there. So basically similar stats to what you see from Kansas, except Georgia's reload is much faster, but she does have less health though, so that's kind of cool. So I'd say maybe like a side grade of Georgia if you want to be more focused towards tankiness versus damage. I'd probably say that's what she's really good at. Now the efficiencies, we got 115 on the BB guns. That's really low. I feel like most BBs have about 130 these days. Let me check Georgia's. Maybe hers is like a little bit different. Georgia's 165. Okay, so no. I don't know. I feel like it should be much higher. Like 115 is so low. Maybe I think she might have something in her kit that makes it stronger. I gotta double check that when we read it more into it. But 115, that's very low. 200 on the DD guns and 100 on the anti-air. So I'm not really sure what she's really getting at. Like, this is a really weird kit, and it's not that very good from what I see so far. But again, there's more to a ship than meets the eye. So let's go ahead and read more into it to see if she's actually that good. 120, we got permastat +1 firepower. That's so juicy. We're itching closer to that 100 perma firepower, guys. Oh boy, like another 3 or 4 ships left, and we'll get that instantly. And the efficiencies, MGM +1. Okay, Kansas has 4 again. Okay, so you guys told me Mecklenburg has 4 again. We go back here, right? Now when I made that video, it said 4. Now we look back here, it says 3. So I'm not really sure if this is actually 4 or not. It might just be horseradish. I gotta look more into it. So let's see. The efficiency, we got MGM +1, MGM +1. So minimum 3. I don't know if that 4 is actually real, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think that's actually real. It says 4, but I mean it could because the efficiency is so low, I guess. But I don't know. I gotta test it out for you guys. Honestly, like it says 4, but this was also a lie, so I'm not gonna take his word for it. Anyways, though, as for the skills, charge burst. When this ship fires her main guns, the final volley prioritizes humanoid enemies. This effect is not affected by Tolls of War debuff in OS. Okay, I'm not sure what that debuff is, but whatever. Okay, it prioritizes. I guess it's good for OS kind of, but not really. Every 8 seconds gives the ships 1 stack of charge can be stacked up to 3 times. Increase anti-air by 6% for each stack that she has, so 18% total. Yeah, this is definitely a chapter 15 ship by far. When this ship fires her main gun, spends all charges and increase this ship's firepower by 6% for 5 seconds per each charge spent. So I guess there's 118 not 118, 18% firepower for 5 seconds for every at max stacks. When the ship activates, the following effects applies for 5 seconds based on the number of charges. I assume you get all of these if you have max stats. 1 spent. Okay, you have 3 spent. Improves the special barrage, increases ship's critical damage 15%. Okay, I guess you get this. I mean, do you get all of them though? I think you just the following flexiplies for. Okay, I guess you get all of these. If you get all of these, that's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like crit rate, crit damage, damage dealt. Okay, I'm gonna say you get all of these. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I lied. Kansas is actually pretty good. This barrage alone, if you have max stats or max stacks, is so good. I like it. Blade Breaker's Bastion. Increase the ship's accuracy and reload by 10% and decrease the ship's torpedo damage taken by 20%. During battle, when this ship takes damage, 10% chance to decrease that damage instance by 70%. When this ship falls, HP falls below 70%, deploys a shield that lasts for 5 seconds, 20 seconds cooldown in between activation. That can negate damage equal to 10% of this ship's max HP, increase the evasion by 10%. Basically, they're giving out chapter 15 ships at this point, and then Siren Killer right here. So, very straightforward ship. Definitely gonna be a ship that's good for OS, kind of, and pretty good for chapter 15 as well too, because you get those max stats very fast. Every 8 seconds. So you kind of want to go slow. That's the issue here. So she has very slow reload at 147, and she has a 10% reload buff as well too. Honestly, they should have taken this away from her. It would have been much easier to work with. But again, so every 8 seconds you get one stack of this charge right here. Now the issue is there aren't many guns that goes this slow. Like if I look at guns right now, for the most part, I'm gonna take a ship that's like arguably as fast reload as like say Kansas. I think Monarch is too fast for that. What's a very slow battleship on reload? Okay, like Nagato, right? If I pick Nagato here, let's see, this gun, the 457 is 18 seconds. This gun is 21 seconds. Definitely Yamato can fit the situation right there. But why would I want to use Yamato gun on Kansas? That's the weird thing. But as of right now though, I'm pretty sure none of these guns fits that requirement of getting those max stats or whatever. But you kind of do want to get at 24 seconds to get the 3 stacks, because that's how it works. Like there's no way to get it faster. Like every 8 seconds, this ship gets 1 stack of charge, increases anti-air. When she fires her main gun, spends all charges. So like, I mean, I guess what you can do if you want to be really griefing yourself is to keep the blue skill at level 1 and don't max out her reload permastat. I guess that could be an option. Like I mean that definitely could be it, but like if they made this like 7 seconds, this would have been so much better. But 8 seconds is too weird. Like you intentionally have to keep her reload low so you don't feed reload permastats, and you keep this skill, this blue skill, at level 1 so she maxes her whatchamacallit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, all of us just use UR ships nowadays, so this doesn't really matter. But like her kit is just so weird, and this is why I can't take SSR ships that seriously, especially elite ships, is because Manju balances shift and it's like, yeah, they're pretty good, but let's give them like a little kick to the shins just to make them like not too good, so URs can be better or whatever. And this is why. Like if this was 7 seconds, this would have been so much better, because you can't get this faster. Like I'm reading it over and over again. It's like you can't get these stacks fast enough to stack up 3 times. It's based on duration of the fight. I don't know. I guess Yamato gun if you guys want, or just do that strat I told you guys. Otherwise, there's just like, it's just too difficult to stack this up. I do think she's really good for campaign chapter 15, but I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling this. I mean, like a battleship wants to keep barraging as well too, just like get rid of their like load and do damage. But the ship is like you want her to go last. It's so weird. I don't know. It's just so weird. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for Kansas. I'll play with her eventually when she comes out, or when I max her out. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this one honestly. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.